Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more This War of Mine with the Little Ones DLC. Playing as Paragons of Virtue, at least I hope so. Here comes Iskra, coming to see Marko. She is really glad that we're back. What did she bring? Ah, what a sweetheart. But she's not sad anymore. That's something at least. Marin is still trying to recover because he is wounded. We could use some bandages to try and clear that up, but I'm not really eager to use something so rare and so valuable. At least not until we have to. That said, let's go ahead and get him up. He's going to have to do some building today because he is our best builder. Christo can go and rest since he is tired. He was kind of, you know, up all night. Is she humming? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. She is doing something. Huh. No coffee for Marin. Yes, he does have a coffee addiction. He's a coffee drinker. Addictions are very important for some of your characters. Coffee usually isn't that big of a deal. People can survive for a very long time without coffee, but if you have a smoker, they tend to get depressed very rapidly if they don't have any cigarettes, so we have to be careful about that. Anyway, with Marin, we did want to build a stove pretty early on, I think. We could also build a moonshine still, a rainwater collector. I do want to build a swing, just so we can give Iskra something to do, but let's start with the stove. That's the most important thing. And we'll place it up here in the kitchen next to the refrigerator. In the meantime, let Marko and Christo get some sleep, rest off the night. People need about 4 hours of sleep, so, you know, if we have them go and rest first thing in the morning, then by about noon or so, they'll be rested and you can have someone else go to the bed. Which is one of the reasons that if you have only 3 people in your starting team, 1 bed will be sufficient. You just have to kind of cycle them out throughout the day. And then let somebody rest overnight, and they will be just fine. 2 beds, it's no big deal. Pretty easy to work with that. Iskra, are you drawing on the wall? That's an incredibly bad habit. I'm just going to have you know that. Shouldn't be doing that. Christo, control your daughter, please. Alright, with the stove, this is where we would be cooking up some basic food. We would need some raw food, water, and fuel. If we do improve this, though, into a improved stove, it shall be more efficient in the future and save fuel, which is going to be very important for us in the long game. And I'm going to... Oh, excuse me. I'm going to go ahead and start doing that now. Little burp came out at the same time there. Yeah, that's pretty fun. But yeah, everything does take a little bit of time, unfortunately, to kind of do this, so we're going to have a fair bit of downtime in between tasks and stuff like that. I typically don't spend an entire day here. I usually end after about noon or so and then move on to the next day. Oh my gosh, Christo, did you sleep? You slept really fast. I wonder if that's part of his job as a determined father. Maybe he just doesn't need sleep as much as he normally would. Huh, that's interesting. Alright, Marin, why don't you come down here and upgrade the workstation so we can unlock new things to build, including boarding up our environment and trying to make this place a little bit safer, because tonight I'm imagining some bandits are going to come by. I'm scared, Daddy, can you hug me? And then she immediately runs away. Is this some sort of game to you? What are you doing? Iskra, why don't you come talk to your daddy? Yes? Oh, wow. And he's finished sleeping already, too. It was actually a little bit faster than I'm used to. I wonder if they rebalanced that a little bit. Alright, what kind of stuff can we build here? Quite a few things, honestly. We could build... Well, we can't quite board things up because we don't have enough wood anymore. We'll have to get some more of that tonight. The other thing that we could do is try to upgrade our workstation and build a axe at some point. We'll need a lot more components and parts and stuff for that in the future. But yeah, if we upgrade this, we'll unlock a lot of different tools. If we can get ourselves a hatchet, we can actually chop down all the furniture here that's no longer useful to us and get a lot of wood and fuel. Could board things up, make things a little bit safer. He's talking to his daughter. I'm guessing she's asking when the war is going to end. Never! The war shall never end! No, it's actually supposed to end somewhere around 35 days in this particular playthrough. Let's see. Marko, everyone's hungry, but I generally don't feed them immediately. We wait a little bit. I'm not sure what else there is to get here tonight, so I think we might as well just go ahead and end the day and move on to the next thing. Who should we go to today? Well, we have some new things unlocked. There's the garage, a looted gas station, caution advised here in the garage, gotta be careful about that, and the semi-detached house, which has danger associated with it. Half of it is a ruin, but there are people living in the other half. They don't seem friendly. At night, you can sometimes hear shots fired from there. We could scour the area, but we have to be careful. Well, I'm not going to go there first. Let's go instead to the shelled cottage, I think. Marko, of course, will be scavenging. I'm actually going to have I am going to have Marin and Christo both guard tonight, I think. They're not going to have anything to defend themselves with, but I'm imagining we're going to get raided, and maybe there's a chance we can try to fend them off and save ourselves some materials. So, Marko, you're going to scavenge, bring along the crowbar, their only defensive weapon, and let's see what we can find tonight. Hopefully something good. I'm going to be looking for weapon parts pretty early on. But we still need more building components so we can upgrade our workshop and stuff. Let's first look for things that we can open up with our crowbar. Oh, of course, there's more debris. Well, crap, I guess we're going to have to spend a couple of hours clearing this out. There's more debris right here as well, which we could spend some time clearing. We might do that tonight. But I'm going to go ahead and skip forward so you don't have to just, you know, watch as I do this for a couple hours. Can I just say, I think that the art style of this game is fantastic. Not just because it's all dark and gloomy and a grayscale to kind of set the mood and the tone. I get that, but look at like the pencil drawing effects where you don't have sight and stuff. I mean, this is just really cool to me. I don't know, something kind of unique. It really sets a tone. It makes the game fascinating to me. It helps anyway. Alright, we're going to clear out this second pile of rubble now. And it's taken up a lot of our night. We have about 4 hours left before daybreak. And we have to get out of here. So let's gather whatever we're able to. I definitely want to get the parts and the weapon parts today. I'm going to leave behind the electrical components for now. Don't need coffee, cigarettes, or fertilizer, but it's good to know that it's here. And let's also use our crowbar so we don't have to bring it back next time we come here in order to get some easy materials with no danger. What do we got locked up today? Usually something good behind anything that's locked up. I'm hoping more weapon parts? Medications, more bullets. This will all be useful eventually, but maybe not right now. We still want mostly building materials, I think, so let's gather this stuff up. Okay, some wood is pretty useful. More broken toys. Could be helpful at some point. Let's search the bed. What are you hiding underneath the bed? Anything good? More medications and pills. There's a lot of pills here, actually. Which makes this a very good place to come tomorrow if we want, because either day 3 or day 4 is when the trader is going to come by. And we can trade away some resources to try and get more building materials and food and stuff like that. We actually may want to take the pills today. That is a pretty useful trade good. We don't need it either. We'll grab the components and the lumber for now. And let's keep exploring. I'm looking for those weapon parts. We really need those. A flyer dropped on the city. This is a zone of anti-terrorist operation. Persons remaining in the city will be treated as terrorist supporters. For your own and your family's safety, leave Pogoren immediately. The army guarantees you a safe passage. Not many believed them after the atrocities they had committed. Jeez, man. I do believe that this war of mine was based off of an actual event, an actual civil war. Was it Bosnia? I think it might have been. Obviously, this particular environment is fictional, but still. Alright, some jewelry, good for trading stuff. A little bit more weapon parts, okay. There's going to be some food probably down here in this refrigerator. I am going to grab the pills, I think. The pills could be potentially very useful. If the trader comes tomorrow, you know, we can actually trade 1 stack of pills for several stacks of materials, which is actually going to save us a lot of work. So, let's try to grab some of that if I can. I'll go ahead and grab those now before I forget it. What do we want to leave behind, though? Probably component. Well, maybe some wood. We have a lot of extra wood. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab that. Besides, once we get a hatchet, which is one of the reasons I want these weapon parts early on, we'll be able to chop down that furniture and get a lot more wood. So components is probably more important. But yeah, let's see what else we can get. More weapon parts, please. I would like to get a full stack of 4 if we can. More sugar and water, okay. Sugar, of course, being very good for making moonshine, which is a good trade good. More food, more sugar. Holy crap, there's a ton of sugar over here. Okay, so moonshine is something we definitely could do pretty early on if we want to. Wouldn't be half bad. Let's go ahead and max out on our components there. Only 1 pile left. Weapon parts? Please, weapon parts. No. Ah, boo. Alright, well, we are going to leave with only 3 here. I think that's going to be fine. We do need some more mechanical parts. A few components. I'm actually going to trade away 1 stack of wood for some more components, again, because we're going to have that hatchet. And we are going to bring 2 pills, 2 medications, because if the trader comes today, we can make very good value out of that. It's all about bringing the trade goods every 2 or 3 days, so that we will be able to get some easy materials and save ourselves on inventory slots. Very important. It's a very important strategy, I think. Every 2 or 3 days, make sure you stock up on trade goods. Plenty of fine stuff. The night was surprisingly calm. Well, good. I prefer not getting raided if I can. Let's see. Marin is hungry and slightly wounded, but he's going to have to stay awake today. Christo, why don't you go ahead and get some sleep? And Iskra wants to come out next time. I'm sorry, girl. I'm sorry, but no. You can't go out, sweetie. It's way too dangerous. Way too dangerous out there. We could upgrade the advanced workshop if we had a little bit more wood, which we don't have now. So why don't we go to this... Oh, crap. We're missing more wood. We were 1 wood shy. Oh, no. We can't get the hatchet yet. Well, if the trader does come today, maybe we'll be okay. If he comes today. We'll usually find out about 10 a.m. if anyone's going to come by. And if not... Well, crap, we're gonna have to wait to get the hatchet another day. Marin has some more story for us, though. People treasure their possessions now. In the past, they just tossed out anything that broke. I had a hard time living off my workshop. Customers were dropping by once or twice a day, mostly like that old lady who had been using the same iron since she was a young bride and the world was brighter. But there were exceptions. I'm sure we're gonna find out more about those exceptions in the future. Christo has no story, Iskra has no story, Marko has no story today. Iskra, why don't you go and talk to, Marko? Play with him for a little bit. Make yourself happy. Make him happy. You never know. A child can brighten up your life. There's no doubt about it. Come on, I'm really hoping for a trader today. We got those medications for a reason, I think. But either day 3 or day 4. It's kind of random as far as when they come by. But it's usually about every 3 or 4 days. You look bored. Do you want to play rock, paper, scissors? Oh, someone's at the door. Hey, he does have something to trade. Alright, Marin. As soon as you're done playing with Iskra... Oh, they're playing! Who's gonna win? I think she did paper. Oh, both did rock. Apparently rock versus rock wins if you're the adult. She apparently doesn't know how to play the game. Next time will be different. I kind of like this little one's DLC. I mean, the child definitely adds an extra aspect of challenge to the game. She's not very helpful, but... that is really interesting, isn't it? Alright, so this is Franco. He's going to come by every once in a while. He will bring us stuff that we can trade. And we don't have Katya, so we don't have anyone who's especially good at trading, so let's use Marin. Okay, so he has lots of good stuff, including some food, coffee, more medications, lots of parts, which we want very badly, fuel, bullets, stuff like that. We could trade him pretty much anything, including this jewelry. Jewelry's worth a little bit, and we'll go ahead and do that now. He doesn't have any weapon parts, which makes me sad, but we definitely want to have some wood. We'll try to get to a very good deal for us. Nope, that's as much as we're able to get. Alright, 8 wood for 1 piece of jewelry. That's not terrible. That's certainly something we need, and it saves us a lot of trouble when we go scavenging later tonight. We'll also be giving up some of these medications. That's exactly something he needs. He can give us a lot in exchange for this. So let's go ahead and load up on probably components for now. Very generous of us still. Maybe we should get some parts. Yeah, we'll try for that. Let's see how many components we can get. That's it. Okay. It's not a bad deal, all in all. Getting quite a few components. 21 components and 4 parts in exchange for 1 medication. Not bad. I'm actually tempted to do that again because nobody's sick right now. As long as I keep 1 thing of pills in reserve, I think we'll be okay. We'll trade away another one of these. Let's get some more wood. Let's get some more components if we can. Well, maybe not quite that much wood. Maybe 4 more components. We need to trade away for something a little bit more expensive, too. Fuel is tempting, but once we have our hatchet, I don't think that's going to be necessary. Let's give away this and try to get fuel. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not quite right. What do we want? This medications is too valuable, apparently. Could go for the more parts. I want to get the most I can out of this guy. Let's see. Let's give away this stack of components. Let's get, I could try to trade away for the moonshine and then trade the moonshine right back to him. And this is kind of a sneaky way of trying to get a better deal. No, that's too much. Alright, we'll do this. Get the moonshine. And then we'll trade the moonshine right back to him so we make sure that we don't waste anything. Let's get the wood. That's too much, apparently. There we go. Alright. That's about as much as I think we're able to get out of him today. I don't really have anything else that I want to trade except perhaps some herbs. I'm not planning on using this anytime soon, so let's see if we can trade away most of this. Can we get some parts from you? Yeah. Components? No. Just some parts. That's not bad. The more stuff you get from him in the early game, the better. because obviously you can use that to build more stuff. This seems certainly fine. I'm not using the herbs for anything else. I'm probably never going to need the lockpicks either. We could trade that away. Yeah, it's nothing bad, nothing special, but it's not bad. Let's see what we can get. Can we get water from you? Yeah. Sugar? Can have it for almost nothing. Components? Not quite. I don't need the sugar right now because I know there's going to be a lot of sugar later. Let's see if I can get some fuel. That's about as much as we can get. Alright, trade away our 2 lockpicks, which I'm never going to use because I have no intention of ever stealing because we're going to try to be good guys. So, yeah, we'll give that away. Alright, close the door. You can go away later, and you need to go and sleep. Or actually, nope, we need to build stuff today, didn't we? Yeah, what should we build? We wanted to build the hatchet, so why don't we go to the workshop first and upgrade this. Marin can do it for a little bit cheaper than anyone else. Christo, your daughter's hungry, I understand, I'm sorry. She's gonna have to live with it for now. I'd love nothing better than to feed her, but that's not gonna be an option. Franco, you can go away. I could click the X button, but he'll just stay around for a couple more hours and then he'll eventually leave. We could try building things, but Marin's better at everything. I'd like to board stuff up. That would defend us quite a bit. We'll try to do that tonight as well. Marin, why don't you go ahead and finish that? And can you build tools for cheaper? I'm actually curious. Can you? Ah, we don't have enough weapon parts. Crap. Alright, we definitely need to get more weapon parts tonight. Marin, why don't you go ahead and start boarding something up. Now, 8 and 2 is what it would cost you. Marko, how much would it cost you to board things up? 10 and 2. So it does save us a fair bit of wood by having Marin at least start this. He spends the resources like this. There we go. And we'll have him do it again. There we go. Use up the rest of our wood and start boarding things up. And then you go to sleep. Marko, you go build. Christo, you go build. And then we'll call it a day and go into the night and scavenge a few more things. Sometimes I kind of wish that this game moved by a little bit faster, but you don't want to waste a lot of your time, you know? Gotta be kind of careful. Alright, while they're working on that, I think I can go ahead and end the day. No one else is tired at the moment, and they'll finish this up automatically as time goes on. Marko, you're going to be scavenging today. Marin, you need to sleep. Christo, you got a guard. We don't have any weapons, unfortunately, but if we go back to the abandoned cottage, I actually kind of need both these guys on guard again because we weren't raided last night. I was kind of expecting us to. Then again, I need you to sleep because you're just never going to get over your wound. We're going to have to take the risk, I think. Marko, scavenge the abandoned cottage. We know that there are weapon parts there. We don't need to bring anything else with us. We can even pick up the pistol if we want to be a little bit more aggressive. What I'm going to do right now, actually, is I'm going to go ahead and gather all the materials in this house and kind of bring them to one central location because I find that's a very easy way of taking inventory of what's in an area if you have the time, and we have several hours to kill, so we're going to literally grab everything and just move them to one inventory. And I'm not going to make you watch that because it's a little on the boring side. Alright, so I've cleared this area out, and this is what we have in the entire zone. Some bandages, cigarettes, coffee, more medications, some food, which is going to be very important for us today because tomorrow I think everyone's going to be getting hungry. We definitely want to get the vegetables because vegetables, well, I'll show you guys in a little bit, but vegetables are very useful for making your food kind of last a lot longer, go a longer way. Plenty of components, some more parts, sugar and stuff. We definitely want to take this stack of weapon parts. The broken pistol is here as well, which we could grab if we want some early game defense. A lot of broken toys, interestingly enough. We'll grab the electrical components because that's going to be important someday. And I think more components more than anything else. We had the trader come by recently, so we don't need to bring any trade goods, anything valuable right now. And I don't need the bandages or the medicine or anything else right now. So go ahead and grab some more wood. Do I want to bring the pistol and the more weapon parts? There's only one weapon part. It's probably not worth taking up an entire stack for that right now. Let's take the water. We'll need that to cook. More components, I think? I think so. And I don't need to take the bullets. I'm going to leave the pistol here for now. We'll come back for that another time when we need to get more of these trade goods. The food is really important. The components and building materials are really important. I don't think we need anything else here right now aside from maybe just grabbing another stack of components or wood, right? Probably. Let's go ahead and grab some more components. Again, we should definitely be able to build the hatchet today, so I think we'll be able to get some more wood let's go ahead and end this night, run to the exit. Next time we come here, everything will be in one easy stack. Now, I know we've just done 2 nights, and we're probably at the end of our time, about 20 minutes, so I could end this, but I think today is going to go by pretty fast, day 4. So I'm going to go ahead and keep going for a little bit. Sorry if this video seems a little bit slower and longer. The early game has a lot of stuff to set up. As time goes on, I promise you it goes a lot faster. But for now, the night was calm again? What are the odds of this? Alright, everyone's really hungry. I need you guys to be resting. Marin, also very hungry. We need someone to do some cooking. Christo, why don't you go ahead and rest up? Today is a cooking day. We have 2 vegetables, 5 raw food. We don't have any fuel, though, do we? Well, I think we did get a little fuel. Let's see. What it's going to take. Now, we do have an improved stove, so we don't have to use quite as much fuel as before, which is very helpful. So, cooked food versus a raw meal here. So, this takes up 1 food, 3 water, and 1 fuel. And that gets you 1 meal, right? So in order to, get food for all 4 people, we need 4 food, 12 water, and 4 fuel. That's a lot of materials to do single meals. However, if you have vegetables, you can instead use 1 food and 1 vegetable, 4 water, and 1 fuel in order to make 2 meals. So it's actually a lot more efficient in terms of fuel usage and water usage. You want to have vegetables for every meal if you can. We're going to use up everything we've got, though, in order to make 4 meals today. Let's go ahead and do that now. Gonna take him a little bit of time. Yes, I know, Iskra, I know you want something to eat. I know you're very sad. I'm sorry, we're working on it now, but you're gonna have to stretch things out, okay? We're gonna have to ration a little bit. Otherwise, we're gonna run out pretty quick. Marin, what's your story? Oh, we'll die without food. Yeah. They're warning you that you're very hungry. Iskra, last time I was this hungry was when there was only disgusting porridge to eat, and I didn't eat it, and I didn't get anything else for a whole day as punishment. Yeah. Marko, everyone should choose one happy memory, and it can't just be good, it has to be grand. When it gets so bad you just want to sit down and cry, when your life seems forfeit, you close your eyes and go back to your happy moment. It's not easy, but you have to try. Alright, Marin, we're going to feed you up immediately, and we're going to have you go on some more building projects. We're going to get that hatchet going. I'm going to chop everything up. Alright, go back to the workshop. Iskra, why don't you go ahead and eat? Itsy Bitsy Spider. I haven't sung that song in years. Alright, hatchet, there we go. 4 weapons components and some wood. But it's going to pay for itself in spades. Which is ironic, because there's actually a spade, and it's not going to pay for itself in spades. In fact, we'll probably never end up building one, but we'll see. Uh-oh. Somebody's at the door. Oh, crap. This person needs help. Christo, I think I could send you to go and help. But you'll have to leave your daughter alone here with Marko and with Marin for a little while. Not sure if that's something you're going to be okay with doing, but I can't send Marin because he's wounded, and I can't send Marko because he needs to scavenge for us. Ooh, that's a bit of a difficult scenario now, isn't it? I'm not even sure if Christo is going to be allowed to leave. He may have to protect his daughter. Well, let's see. What does this person have for us? Thank goodness you're here. A shell hit a tenement down the street and people are buried beneath the rubble. Please help me pull them out. Every pair of hands is needed. We will organize a makeshift hospital for the wounded at my home. I have some beds and medical supplies. Will you help? Well, we're playing as Paragons of Virtue, so yes, we're going to help. Christo, leave your daughter. And she's asking why he had to go. Look, there are people in trouble. No, Iskra. No. Oh, she's going to be sad, isn't she? Yeah, daughter doesn't understand why her father's leaving. Huh? Well, I promise things are going to be okay. Why don't you just go draw on the walls for a while? I know how much you love to do that. And we chop down a cabinet. Now we're going to get some more wood and fuel. I'm going to do that in every location if I can. 9 wood and 6 fuel. Yeah, see? It's pretty useful right there. It's going to save us a lot of time scavenging. 3 wood and 3 fuel from that desk. 8 wood and 4 fuel from that cabinet. 5 wood, 3 fuel. 7 wood, 4 fuel. Alright, ultimately, not a bad haul. Not a bad haul at all. I hate to do it, but I am going to have Marin use up some of these bandages so he can recover a little bit faster, because we really can't afford to have this wound get worse, and we kind of need him in tip-top shape for exactly these kinds of events. When will he be back? Why didn't he stay with me? Oh, girl, I'm so sorry. Alright, Marin, I need you to go ahead and start some more construction projects. We're going to board up again tonight. Make sure that no one comes and harms us. We have to protect Iskra. Christo entrusted us. Let's see. Board things up. Of course, getting a trap for small animals and stuff would be very tempting at some point, but for now, just start up with the board up projects. Marko, we'll have you go build. Well, no, Marin, come back here. Come back here. Where is it? Where do we build? Where do we start building this thing? Am I blind? Where's the thing we started building? Oh, there it is. Where were you going? All right, Marko, go over there. Marin, anything else we want to be building? It's a good question. Could get that swing, so Iskra has something to do, of course, but it's more important to get things that we can use to survive. Rainwater collectors are going to be very important at some point. The herbal garden we could get pretty early on. Try growing our own vegetables at some point. Could also get a radio, and you know what? I am going to get the radio now. Radio, pretty darn helpful. We can use this to try and predict when there are going to be bandits and bad weather and stuff. Get kind of a sense of what's going on in the world. Give us a little bit more of a heads up. There we go. Let's use the radio. We can tune it and find out what's going on. So, first, weather reports. Temperatures are going to be increasing, going to be very warm. That's actually quite lucky. We don't need a furnace early on. Some classical music is playing, which tends to make people happy. The rebel leader instructed us to warn the listeners not to cross the front line. Failure to comply could result in death. Okay. And some more news. Despite desperate counterattacks by the rebels, the city remains cut off. Okay, so no, like, increase in crime or anything, at least. That's good. And then there's more music to play. All right, cool. Well, we're going to go ahead and end this day and do some more scavenging, I think, because even though we have a lot of materials, we're getting kind of over our time on this video. So let's go ahead and move on. We'll grab some more stuff real quick. An achievement, better days. Huh. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but all right. I need Marin to stay up and guard, unfortunately, even though he is wounded, because there's a good chance we will get raided tonight. Let's go back to the abandoned cottage, and we'll kind of finish this area off, I think, so we don't ever have to come back. And everything's in one easy spot right here. So, we're going to grab trade goods, probably. Bandages, medications, herbal meds, absolutely. More sugar, more components, parts we will need. Could bring back some broken toys. I don't know what those are good for, but let's find out later. The pistol, absolutely. Some wood, more components, and I'm kind of tempted to grab the food, but the sugar's really good. Let's grab that. Electrical components are hard to come by. We will want this. If we get the weapon part, I think we can replace the repair the pistol. I think it takes 4, so we're going to take the weapon part. And nothing else here is absolutely crucial. So let's take the electrical component, because again, you can't buy those from the trader. That's going to be kind of hard to come by later, and we will need a bunch of them. And that's going to be it. We're going to end this night, and we're going to end this video. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If so, then be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time in this war of mine.